everybody. Welcome to the Joyful Finding Show. It is May 3rd, 2024. Can you believe this already? We're in May. Happy May! May. Hopefully you guys had April showers to help bring May flowers. We're still waiting for showers here, but we still have a lot of flowers. Everything will bloom here regardless, but how are you all doing this week? I see I got a few of you out there, and Robert and Ruth and Barbara. Hello, my darlings. If you're out there, please say hello. Thank you for your donation, Robert. You will be number one this evening. Awesome. So glad you guys are here, being a part of this loop-de-loop energy that seems to be going on as of late, depending on what side of the roller coaster you're gliding on. Wherever your belief system is allowing you to go. There's some things that we will probably touch on a little bit this evening. We're going to mix it up a little bit tonight. I feel like, you know what I mean? So what has been going on and what am I sharing with my loves this evening? Okay, so one of the things that I've noticed this week in a pattern of different people that I've been speaking with is one of the things is that you are definitely right now the observer. Okay, so I want you to be in the observer mode. So like you're sitting back, imagine you're at the movies, right? And you're just watching it on the screen. You're observing everything that's taking place right now. Right? So this is you in the movie theater observing everything. Now, I don't want you to take anything that is coming from that movie personally, okay? Or from other people in your life. Don't take it too personally. I want you to know that everybody right now is going through something, okay? Everybody is going through, I'm going to call it like a purge of some sort, okay? There's a lot of people that are purging a lot of different feelings. They're purging a lot of different emotions, things that they've been keeping pent up for a very long time. Things have been coming to the surface. The more that they recognize what their truth is and what they've been holding on to into their belief system, because sometimes that belief system will not allow us to be that observer. But now I'm asking for you to be observers in this moment. You are sitting back. You are watching things play out in front of you like you're watching a movie. Okay. Yes, we're still going to feel some things and everything, but just like a movie, you're not going to hold on to it. You're going to get up and you're going to go about your life. So I want you to be the observers going on. Sure, you may ask questions when I get to that section, Andre. Thank you for being here. So I want you guys all to be the observer right now. Observe everything, right? I've been telling you guys this for years. Like, you guys, it's time to observe everything for what it is. Sometimes we have to truly tap in, find out what that truth source is for us, what really truly resonates to the core of our being. Okay, so you guys are really starting to it's so funny because I see some of you chipping away. I wish I had a geode here because that's what it looks like. I feel like it's like a geode, and we got this. Thank you, Richard. You're number 2. And then they're popping this, chopping it apart. You know what I mean? So, you guys are cracking open. We're finding out the true you. I'm so proud of you all. So proud. Let me write that down before I forget, Richard. Even though you did it right up there, I should say, to Richard. Thank you for the donations. You guys are the best. I got my 2 R's up front. All right. So, yeah, so observer. So, and we've talked about our protection last week, and we've been talking about that a lot. So again, protecting yourself from other people's energy, just observing what is yours, right? Honoring what is your energy in this moment. Okay. And I want you to kind of just let everybody go through whatever it is that they have to go through right now. You cannot throw them a lifesaver to save them. It's about you kind of going into yourself right now so that you can regroup that energy to move yourself in this forward direction. Especially if you're feeling stuck. If there's some of you out there right now that are feeling stuck or stagnant or whatever, the other words that I was hearing this week are quiet and calm. Like it felt like it was extra quiet this week in different ways. So will you guys experience any of that quiet or calm this week? Or has it all been chaotic, depending on what you're going through, right? Because I've known people that have been going through different little sicknesses and illnesses, so we're all kind of like purging a lot of different things, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Our belief systems are being shed so that we can tap into the true essence of Christ and God. Okay, so you can tap into your Christ consciousness, right? And for all of us, right? That's for all of us. And then that goes out into humanity. It's just like when I was talking, darn, I don't have that picture over here again. So it's just like when I was talking last week, like we're all going to see ourselves in these like beautiful bubbles, right? So I'm going to draw a bunch of circles, okay? And that side of my marker is just not working. All right, so we're going to see ourselves, and then we're going to see ourselves all connected, connected. I don't know how to connect us all, but I'm doing it the best I can. All right, and these guys are connected. Okay, well, anyways, so I want you to see like we're like, actually now that I just drew this, now it's like science. But anyways, we're each in our individual bubbles, and then we can reach out and touch each other, right? And then we are connecting into, I'm going to call it that Christ consciousness level, right? Because we're all tapping into spirit. We're all looking to a higher source, God, whatever name that we're giving our creator, right? And for me, it's totally God. He's my dude. But God created each one of you, right? It's kind of like you go back into he always brings me back to the beginning of time or whatever. And it's like pew, 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 pew. It's not like we were birthed through a womb or whatever. I just feel like we were stars that created this universe that collectively created all the planets and all that. So we're all connected on so many different levels from the beginning of existence. Okay, so we've gone through a lot of different learning patterns in that time frame. Okay, in many different lifetimes. Like we've come back through lifetimes to learn something, to rectify something so that we can correct the timeline, right? That's what pretty much essentially we're doing, is correcting the timeline. So all of you that are connecting into your true authentic self are helping to unlock the truest, the highest, and the best timeline for all of us, right? Because they want me to get my little trusty little pad of paper out again, right? And if you see timelines, right, they could be running, and again, sorry, my marker's dying here, but they could be running like this. And our highest and best one is here, right? Woo, this is our highest and best one. This is all love, light, joy, happiness, all the things that God intended for us. Down here, right, we can even call these dimensions. We'll say this is 5+, okay? And down here, we got 3, 4. Well, I don't know what this one is. This is still the basement. So we're going to call this 3, and then 4 up to 5, okay? So a lot of us have been hanging out in the low 3s, right? Ew, everything's negative, blah, 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 blah. It all sucks. And then collectively, we all said this sucked enough. We all said this sucked. We don't like this. This isn't right. Then that consciousness started to grow, right? And then we're like, all right, we're going to high 4s, we're getting up into the 4s or whatever, because consciously we're raising that vibration up into the highest and the best timeline. So all the things that you've been going through, experiencing, just like Robert's saying, stuffed up and sneezing and coughing, which makes me want to like cough right now for you, Robert. Yeah, allergies are kicking for some people out there too. But we're all ascending to the highest and best timeline. Now, depending on where your belief system still is, right? I wish I'd had better paper and pen for you guys, but you guys are going to have to bear with me. So the more that you get out of this lower density thought pattern, belief system that kept you very grounded into the ways of the world that are not for the highest and best for all of humanity, we're starting to recognize more, right? And that consciousness that we're all working together. It's kind of like working in a zigzag, working our way up this. It's kind of like we're working our way up some stairs, one way up and another and another and another and another, until we get up to this highest timeline. Okay. So you guys have been going through a lot. And I mean, not just today and not just this year, but I mean, everything that you guys had to experience, all the heartaches, all the joys, all the lessons, all the experiences that you've had from this journey so far have brought you here to awaken you and to help others and to create new humanity. Not new humanity. Hold on. Someone else is joining that is not speaking in their truth. So whoever you are, cleanse the throat chakra. Oh, okay. Okay. So you all have experienced so much in this lifetime to get you to the moment you are right now. And this is where you get to pull back all the layers and see the truth for what it is. We are no longer going to comply with things that don't resonate with our highest vibration. Okay, that's why I say discern through everything, whether it's something you hear, something you read, no matter what it is. Okay, I want you guys to discern through it. I want you to just, is this for my highest and best good? Is this the highest and best information? Is this the truth? I want you to tap in and really start trusting your intuition and start asking yourself more. All right, who out there is having this throat issue? Is it just Robert? All right, raise of hands of how many people are having throat issues this evening. Whether it's a tickle, it's a cough, you feel like you want to say something, but you can't say anything. Bye, Richard. Your message will be there waiting for you later. What is it you guys are feeling out there? Because now that I'm asking you all that, you guys are having to tap into this energy and see if it belongs to you. All right. Does this energy that I'm feeling right now belong to one of you? And if it is, let's clear it. Energies, healing energies from the all divine, from our creator, are at our assistance all the time. We were not taught to use our energy in a constructive manner. They've done everything they could to make our energy counterproductive to us, right? So we're turning this around with our thoughts, looking at our patterns that we need to change, and all the good stuff right there, because things are going to change pretty quickly, and we want to be ready for the changes that are coming, my friends. We want to be ready for them. And we are. We wouldn't have got to this point right now if we were not ready. Okay? That's just how it goes. All right, who else is out there? Hello, Marcia. Glad you could join us this evening. Darling, hello, Devin. So glad you're here as well. Who else is out there? Lanka. Hello, Lanka. And Andre over there on Facebook from Portugal. So glad you could be here as well. If you do have a question, you can drop that in the chat box. And when I get to messages, I'll definitely answer the best I can for you. And that's all I see for saying hello right now. So hello. Again, someone is feeling this throat thing. We were not feeling this before. And we've done really good about not feeling it a lot this year. So I guess it's about you guys really needing to stand in your truth and speak it to yourself and to others. Speak your truth. Do it. You can do it. And you know what? It truly sets you free. because then there is nothing else binding you or keeping you from your truth. Okay, it's so powerful, so super powerful. I want you guys to all tap into that. Powerful. Woo! All right, my beautiful loves. So I have 2 donations so far. So I want to say thank you to Robert and Richard. You guys can do that through simple ways here through what do we got here? We got YouTube. You guys can do it on Rumble Rants. You guys can also hit me up on my Venmo if you so feel drawn to do that. Not necessary, but greatly appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you for everything. You guys are amazing, amazing beings of light and love, right? We forgot to love ourselves. So this is something that I want me to bring up to you right now. Self-care. Please remember to take care of yourself. You need to remember that you need rest, relaxation, just like everybody else does. So don't run yourselves ragged. Remember, there needs to be a balance in all of that, okay? Balance, my friend. Find whatever that balance is for you. Because sometimes I feel like we get so busy that we have to keep going until we run out of steam, you know, and I don't want you guys to run out of steam anymore. I want you guys to have like the stamina to just keep going, because you're remembering about your self-care, okay? Self-care, super duper important. All right, so and whoever with that throat thing is kind of like fading away now. So I'm pretty glad about that. Hi, Kim. So glad you're here as well this evening. Yay. You guys are all popping in this evening. Popping. It's like popcorn. Popping popcorn. To go with that movie I talked about in the beginning. Okay? Popping popcorn. What's your favorite popcorn, you guys? I love kettle corn. Kettle corn is the best. And then followed by butter. Ha ha ha. But kettle corn, I got addicted to that stuff moving to Florida. Good stuff. All right, you guys. So what else is there? The numbers are playing with me today. Thank you, my friends. All right. So again, I want to reiterate just before we get into all the messages and stuff like that. Again, be the observer of what's going on around you. Don't take things too personally. If you do, let it go quickly. Don't hold on to it. Sometimes our mind gets a hold of things and kind of like spins them out of control, and it doesn't need to do that. Sometimes that could be a negative energy, let's say. That negative thought kind of like is trying to get you off your path or your journey. We're not going to give it we're not going to give that energy so it can create more. Okay, so that's it. Was it Dark Matter? I want to see that movie. No, this was just the movie that's going on around you. So if it has dark matter in it, you might want to check your movie. But no, this is how I explained it in the beginning. It's like you're kind of like watching everybody. So you're sitting back and you're just being the observer now. And I explained it like going to the movies, right? You're the observer. You're sitting in your seat. You're watching the movie on the big screen. You're not really, in it. You're not in it. You're just observing it from the outside. So be the observer right now. You know what I mean? Oh, Jiffy Pop, old school. Yeah, that stuff's the bomb too. So be the observer right now and don't take things personally. Okay? Because the truth is coming out one step at a time. And I want you guys to observe it as it's coming out. Okay? Because it's coming out in many different layers. There's so many layers of stuff coming out right now. It's hard to keep up with. And that's why I feel like it's kind of quiet to me, because it's almost stuff that I already know that is rolling out that I am like glad about, but I don't know how to explain all that into words for all of you guys. You just have to be where you're at, where you are right now, and your understanding. So just know we're all headed in the right direction to that highest timeline, right? They're going to show it right now. To the highest timeline with the little heart on top, where it's all love and stuff. Love and stuff. Love and stuff. That's reminding me of something, but I don't know what it was. Yes, Robert. Jiffy Pop, old school. You remember when you had to shake that stuff over the thing? Yes. All right. So no one else has made any other questions. Great analogy. I've been meditating, my friends. Yes. They're on the edge and pissy. So that's why, Kim, be the observer right now. You're watching them on a screen. You're not in it. You're just being the observer. The observer. So I think that'll be helpful for a lot of people if you just be the observer right now, rather than get all caught up in it. And then there's an emotional attachment to it. And then there's a trigger that is attached to it. And we want to diffuse all of those things. Okay. We want to diffuse all of those things so that we can just hippity hop into the future here. We're ready for this new, beautiful future that we're all creating, because you're all creating it out of the passions and the joys that you want to have in your lives. Okay. There's things that you've always wanted to accomplish here, and you're going to be able to do those, but you have to believe you can. Don't let go of the faith. That's the hardest thing right now. We're being tested on so many different levels. On so many levels. And when you are in connection with God, right? However it is that you best connect with Source, God, whatever name that you've given it, right? I always see it kind of like this, like I'm connected like a string, like I have this like a direct connect. I'm like, hey, God, let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? So like this direct connect. So what is truth, right? And it took a long time to find that connection in this human form lifetime, because it was kind of corrupted in a few different ways. But once you get into whatever it works for you, some of it's meditation, some of it's just, listening to the voices that are talking to you, whatever it is, and when you've had a conversation with God, when you've had that direct connection, because he let himself be known. And I tried to argue, and that doesn't always work with God, but he won, and he was right. My human brain wanted to be stubborn and all those things that, the ego brings of the human body. So be aware of those as well. Release your ego. We're all here to assist each other in this ascension, right? It really is where we go one, we go all. Okay. I want you guys to be mindful of that. We're not leaving anybody behind. That's what they all say. They say that we're all divided, but really most of us, I'm going to say a good 90% of us really truly love each other, right? We may not like each other all the time, but we have love and compassion for each other because we're all humans. We all know that we're coming to this earth to assist through this journey that we're going to take. And we're all on different journeys. We're all going to the same place though. We're all headed in the right direction. So just be mindful of that as we move forward. We don't have to like each other, but the love for each other will get us through everything, because we all have lessons to learn, right? And we don't have to like everyone, like I said, but love everybody. Just love them. Just love them. All right. This will be a great time to have a word from my sponsor, and then we will get into the messages. Hi, Jackie. How are you? So beautiful Marsha Morsh of Feng Shui My Space is ready to help you redesign your house or give you some ideas on how to switch it up, the energy. If you know a little bit about Feng Shui and you want to know a little bit more, reach out to Marsha. She's a wealth of information and so much fun to talk to. Check it out, you guys. Awesome. You guys, like I said, check out fengshuimyspace.com. Reach out to Marsha Morris and connect about your house, maybe your office, whatever it is you need to change. You need a little bit more love in your life. You need a little bit more abundance. What you need, Marsha's going to help you out. You guys give her a call. And thank you, Marsha, for being a sponsor of the Joyful Findings Show. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I have first my 2 donations first, which are going to be Robert and then Richard. And then we're going to cruise right on through the rest of you after that. So if any of you do have a specific question that you want answered, drop that in the chat box. If not, it's just going to be a general message about whatever it is that I get for your highest and best information right now. Okie dokie, okie dokie. All right, Mr. Robert Myers. Change is on the way. Okay, we've been talking about this for a while. I think it's pushing itself a little bit faster now. So whatever change it is, again, I feel like it's employment. I feel like it's a living space. So I feel like change is on the way. Maybe, are you going to inherit some land or a house or something like that? I feel like there's some kind of property. And I feel like there's land with it. I feel like there's land. I don't feel like I'm like cranked in like a neighborhood. I feel like there's some land. Okay. So I feel like there's something with land coming for you. Okay. More property. Or maybe it's something you want to buy on your own. I don't know, but I feel like there's definitely some new property change coming for you. And I don't know if you want a homestead or stuff like that, but I'm seeing chickens, so I'm seeing like a little farm setup or whatever, so I don't know if you're wanting to homestead. Maybe this new woman that comes into your life is just like, hey, let's settle in the woods. And you're like, hey, let's do it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a family that's being created in all of that as well. So I don't know if they already come fully with a family or if that's something you're starting. I don't even know if you have children. But I feel like there's change coming on those fronts. Just know that be open to the changes. Release. It's just kind of like the sign of stuff you have going on right now. Release it all so you don't feel all stuffy and you can be free. That's what they're saying for you today, Mr. Robert. I'm going to leave that with you. And then Mr. Richard Riddle. I feel like you need to be telling jokes. I'm getting jokes. So are you going to start doing some stand-up? I don't know if that's in what you do. I know you do acting and stuff like that. But I'm getting like stand-up. Like I feel like there are some things that you can joke about that could help bring people some peace of mind, but also like bring them into more of a spiritual understanding of what your jokes would be about. Like they're like really opening up type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So Richard, I'm getting stand-up jokes for you. So I don't know if you're going to do that, but I know you like to talk to people and stuff like that. So maybe there's some things that you need to, I don't know. They're saying somehow it's in the way that you need to deliver the message. So maybe it's something that you're going to write down beforehand. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something that's been coming to you for a while, and it's just like it's time for you to tap in and use that information that's coming to you. So, and when it comes out in humor, that helps people heal a lot too. So, laughing and healing. Woo, woo, woo. So, Richard, I get all of that for you. Many jokes. And you get like these 2 guys on the other side. And I feel like they were kind of like jokesters. And I feel like they are older. So I feel like they were like uncles or, something of that sort. And they're coming forward and they're kind of funny. Old school funny. They were little jokesters or whatever. But anyways, that's what I'm getting for you tonight, Richard. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you very much for your donation. Much appreciated. All right. Robert says, thank you. You're very welcome. All right. Let me scroll back up here for a minute. I saw some people ask for messages. Where did it go? Kim says she would love a message. Let's write Kim down. And then Ruth says she would love a message. And Marcia says she would love a message. And Robert said, thank you. You're very welcome. And Jackie says she would love a message too. All right. And I will jump on those 4 messages. And while I'm doing that, if there's anybody out there that's listening and you would like a message, just write your name in the chat box and say, I would love a message. Or if you have a specific question, don't be afraid to drop it in there and see what we come up with. Okay, my friends? Okie dokie. All right, Miss Kim Smith. Moving on up. Remember the what was that show back in the day? Moving on up with the oh crap, what were their names? Was it the Jeffersons? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. So I feel like I'm moving up. So whatever you've been all right. So whatever you've been living situation, I feel like you're going to be moving it up a notch. So maybe it's from the van and the you know, the RVing or whatever, and now you're going to be in a condo, or maybe it's a house, or I feel like and I don't feel like it's moving on up. I don't feel like you're moving high up in a condo. You know what I mean? But I feel like you're going to find your space. Like you're looking for your space. Okay. And moving on up is also not just where your living space is, but your energy is you're allowing yourself to let go of the lower dense energy that I've been talking about, and now allowing yourself to ascend into the higher timeline that's going to be best for you. You're allowing everyone else. This is like that movie that I talked about. You just kind of just have to let your friends be on the side. They all have stuff they have to go through, and you're ready to ascend into your future. So I'm going to leave that with you, Miss Kim Smith. All right, Miss Ruth. Let's see what's shaking in your world. Ruth Saltman. Check her out Wednesday nights. 8 o'clock. All right. Ruth Saltman. Darling. What are you forgetting? Have you been forgetting something? Or is there something that you want to change that's in being rearranged? I feel like I'm like in my spring cleaning mode, and I'm rearranging things and I'm cleaning things, you know, kind of like I did last year. And then I misplaced my glasses when I was cleaning, and it took me a whole year to find them until I cleaned that room again for a deep clean. But I feel like there's something that you're changing, and there's also something that is in creative mode. I feel like summer is going to be a time of growth and understanding for you. So I don't know do you plan on getting like a group of people together in Texas or something, you know, for like, I don't know, a weekly meditation or a weekly class where you can get together and talk with each other. I feel like there's more like-minded people that you're going to be getting together. So I want you to, I don't know what that all means for you, but that's what I'm seeing for you coming up, whether you create it or not. That's your choice, but that's what I see right now, my friend. So I'm going to leave that with you, Ruth. Enjoy. Much appreciated. Well, hello, Valley. Hello, Valley. How are you? Good to see you. All right. Kim says, thank you. Moving soon. Not sure where, Tahoe or Northern Arizona. I guess you have yourself some choices. You have some choices right there. Whew. All right. You have choices. All right. Devin says he would like a message too. Sure. I can do that. And Valley, would you like a message too? I'm going to write your name down anyways. Devin, I can't even see what I wrote in your name, but it's there. Okay, I got you guys now. All right, so I did Kim and Ruth. Let's do Marsha. Miss Marsha Morse. Marsha. The papers are flying around, you guys. All right, Marsha Morse. All right. Things are going to pick up through the next 6 months for you. Things are going to move a lot faster. Things are going to fall into place. I feel like the puzzle pieces are moving. So if it feels like it's always moving. And I'm also getting a joker. So I'm also getting that you need to have some more fun and be lighthearted, kind of laugh things off a little bit. You know what I mean? And then they're showing me like this like it's not a telescope, but it's a. What is the thing that I look through, you guys? Why can't I find words for things that I should know? This is so crazy. But anyways, it's like a telescope. Maybe it is still a telescope, but anyways, I feel like it's searching out, and I'm seeing out further, but I'm seeing that everything is moving in super close. Yeah, it could definitely be like a kaleidoscope for sure, because it's definitely colorful and joyful. So I feel like everything that we've been looking out so far away is now like it's like right in front of us. It's like right here. Okay, so I want you to know that things are going to be moving quicker. They want you to have more joy and laugh things off a little bit more, and just roll with it, my friend. Just roll with it. So I'm going to leave that with you, Marsha. Thank you for being here today. All right, Miss Jackie. It's been a little while since I read for you. Let's see what's going on in your energy today, my friend. All right, Jackie. Jackie. You're like bing, bing, bing. You're always like a little pinball or something. You know what I mean? There's a lot of energy going on around you right now. And one of the things that when I was getting your name is like, are you like getting ready to retire, or have you been thinking about retiring? Because we're getting to the end of a segment of something. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's retirement. I feel like you get to enjoy yourself more. There's more freedom. You have to allow yourself that freedom if that's what you're going to be doing. And everything just kind of falls into place. You're a little too hard on yourself. You need to not be so hard on yourself about the things that you want to accomplish or something like that. They're saying just make every day being in the now is going to be the most important for you in making those decisions that you want to make moving forward. So there's something coming up about retirement. So I don't know if you're even of retirement age or whatever, but I feel like there's some kind of ending, and I feel like it's a job, and and I feel like it's more retirement, not loss of, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you, Jackie. Just know you have good things coming to you because you're changing your mind about things. You're more wide open to what you'd like to create in your life. All right, Mr. Devin. Mr. Devin. Mr. Devin. And I did write on the map that your sister sent me last week of where I would like you guys to go look with the metal detector. I don't know if she passed that along to you or not, but that would be something that I still suggest you do. All right, so Mr. Devin. Moo, I'm getting moo. And you've been busy farming. Farmer Joe. That's what they're going to call you today. So you have someone making a joke on the other side. Who would you have on the other side that would kind of like joke around with you being a farmer? You know what I mean? But in a kidding way, in a loving way. I almost feel like this was someone that may have been older than you, maybe an uncle or something like that, someone in the family. Who was always kind of like joking and laughing or whatever, and always kind of making fun or whatever. But anyways, he kind of like follows you around. I feel like he's like a little chatterbox. So whoever this was in real life, he was a chatterbox. He loved to talk. He kind of like held the conversation. You didn't get to do much of it. You just listened. That's what I'm getting anyways. But anyways, I'm seeing there's going to be some changes coming up for you as well. So I feel like there's going to be more openness, more communication. I feel like there is, I don't know. Do you plan on getting, do you plan on getting a raise at work or something? Because I feel like there's more money coming from them. Or do they give you some stocks or something? I'm talking your night job. I feel like they're going to give you something. Okay, so it's either a promotion, some more money, or some stocks, or something of value. I feel like you're going to get paid off in the long run for all that you've been doing. So I feel like there's some kind of abundance that's coming for you. So be open to that coming in the next few months. I feel like there's something in that sense coming for you. And just keep doing what you're doing. You're a jokester already, so you just keep having fun doing everything that you're doing, my friend. So I'm going to leave that with you, Mr. Devon. Thank you. Hello, Robin. How are you this evening? All right, I got messages left. I got Valley, and then I got Robin. Since Robin showed up, I'm going to give you a message. Oh, I forgot Lanka. She never said anything, but I'm adding her to the list because I remember her out there. And you know what? Barbara's out there. I'm going to add her to the list too. Even if they're short messages, I'm adding you guys. All right. Who else out there did I miss? Did I miss there? There was an Andre guy. Is he still out there from Portugal? You still over there on Facebook, mister? Miguel is here as well, and he is asking for wisdom. All right, so we're going to hit up Miguel too. We got you all tonight, boys and girls. Love that. All right. All right, next word to Valley. And then if anyone else is out there, and if Andre, you're still out there, let me know. All right, Miss Valley. Valley, you're like a little bee. You're out there pollinating things. You're doing what you need to be doing. I don't know if you're still out doing all that you've been doing, but whatever you're doing, you need to keep doing because you're pollinating people's thoughts. You're helping with them with your energy, with your wisdom, with your understanding. Sometimes they may look at you like you have 4 heads, but then it sinks in later that they understand what you're talking about. So don't worry about that. And there's also lots of circles going on around you. So I don't know if you've been seeing orbs or if you need to be aware of the orbs that are going on around you. Maybe set up your camera so it videotapes at night for a little while just to see if you catch one, because I feel like there's orbs in whatever it is that you're living right now, Valley. So enjoy the spirits that are connecting with you. And your mom is coming through with a big smile. So she's happy with all that you're doing right now. So stay on that path. You've got this. Okay? All right. Now it's Robin's turn. Robin. Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. You catch her out on Tuesdays, 8 o'clock. All right. You've been doing a lot of shaping and adjusting. That's what they're getting. Shaping and adjusting. So you are taking your power back from outside sources and you are going to create what it is that you want. But you have to remember about your protection, right? Your protection is super important. You need to go back and watch the beginning of the show where I talked about watching the movie and we're only the observer, okay? But I feel like you need to remember that you are protected and you let people get into that energy field a little bit too much. Remember, you are the observer. You can see them all day long, but they're not allowed inside your energy bubble, okay? So ship them to the curb, okay? And I feel like there are some people, places, and things you are shipping to the curb because I feel like you need adjustments in your life to make you happier rather than you always bending for another. So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Dear Robin, just know things are shaping up to be very, very good for the last half of your year. All right, and then we have Lanka, Barbara, and Miguel. Anybody else out there that I'm missing? Valley says, oh my gosh, orbs. Yes, yes. All right, so who did I just say? Lanka. Lanka. Rest, relaxation, enjoy, art, freedom, meditation, nap. These are all words I'm getting for you. That's so funny. I'm getting all these words for you. So there's a lot of things that are coming at you, and I feel like it's very slow and very calm. Sometimes it can be very intense when the information comes to you, but right now I just feel like it's very slow. I feel like there's this soft cloud of information, and it's just like flowing into me, and I understand it now. So there's some kind of like something very soothing happening for you right now. So I feel like you're definitely recharging a lot of your energy as you move forward. And May is going to be a super fast month, but I feel like we're going to like skip through it, no problem. But I feel like again, you're going to start recognizing changes, and there's going to be like I don't know. I don't know if you're creating some kind of checklist or something at work, but I feel like there's some kind of system that you're coming up with, not only just modifying the van, but some kind of list to like utilize time and space and energy faster. So, everything always involves work with you. So I'm going to leave that with you, friend. But do all those first words I said first, relax, nap, do all that fun stuff. And Barbara's getting ready to travel. All right, Barbara. Happy travels. Floating through the air. And remember, you are the light. I just want to remind you of that. You are the light. You shine in the night. They're going to make me sing a song I don't even know. Okay, so Barbara, don't worry about anything that's going to you just go with the flow. Know you are the light. Know that you are being protected. Know that you are traveling from here, there, and everywhere for those connections, and also for greater understanding. Also for you to speak some of your truth while you are gone, so that you tell everyone that I'm going to take a little break through the summer or whatever. And so everyone understands that you just are going to regroup and like be in your space. You know what I mean? And if they want to come visit you, that's more than fine, but they're going to have to come visit you. And also I'm getting like this shiny little star. It's so funny because it's like sparkling all over the place. And I feel like this is like your higher self trying to talk to you. You're like, let's sparkle. You know what I mean? So it kind of reminds me of fairies too. Like, oh, and I know you like fairies. So there's like all these little sparkles going on around you. Just know that they want you to know that you are on the correct journey, because the answers that you've been asking for have been flowing in front of you, answering the questions you've been asking. So just know that you are being validated on a daily basis. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you, Barbara. Lanka says, thank you. I'm hoping for art inspiration, so I'll listen for internal chatter. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about that art thing. I have an idea for you, but we won't discuss it here today. But I have an idea. Okay. All right. So thank you, Barbara and Leica. All right, Miguel. It's been a while since I read for you, man. What's happening? Miguel. Let's write your name down. Miguel. All right. I am getting a father figure stepping in right this moment. And what I'm getting from this gentleman is, do not make the same mistakes I did. So I don't know if you see some of the same patterns that were in your father or whatever, but he's not wanting you to repeat them. So he's wanting you to kind of take a look and see what you can switch up and change for yourself, because you could be a lot happier than you are now, but sometimes you get stuck, right, in some kind of trigger that might have, went back to your childhood or whatever. I don't know. But they're wanting you to take your power back from that time and space so that you can stand and be in your own power and be in your own joy right now. Sometimes you get a little flustered or angered or trigger quickly, and you have to recognize what those triggers are so that you can change them. Okay, so that you're not triggered anymore, because you can be much more joyful and happy, but you have to allow yourself to get into that mode. Okay, they're saying you have to allow yourself. And he's also doing something about so I don't know if your dad was a faithful man, but he's showing me a cross. He's showing me his faith. Okay, so he's saying to keep the faith in what you're doing for you in moving forward, so you can create the space that you truly desire to have in your life. Okay, Miguel. And also, Spirit is talking to you on occasion, so you need to pay attention to the thoughts, the feelings, and the things that are coming to you, especially when you're alone, because sometimes a thought, you'll be like, why did I just think that? And they just want you to know that they're near you and they're communicating with you. So I'm going to leave that with you, Miguel. Thank you. All right. Lenka says, got it. All right. And Barbara says, wow, that was very powerful. Thank you so much. Needed such validation. Yes, ma'am. And sometimes that's all you guys need is a little validation. You guys have the abilities to tap into all your intuition if you so choose. You're no different than I. You're no different than I. We all can do this. It's just tapping into it, right? And now that I say that, my nose wants to itch. Okay. So you guys tap in. Do your meditation. Whatever it is that you do to connect to source, to your higher self, whatever that is, I want you guys to connect in with that. Connect in with the beautiful energy that you are. What truly resonates with you? What rings your bell? Those are the things that you need to start paying attention to. Like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, that feels really good. I really like that. Whether it doesn't matter what it is. So many of you have so many different hobbies and interests. It's time for you to explore outside of the little box that has been created and we've been stuck in. Right? We talk about, where'd my little dimensions go? I lost my dimension page. This is why I make notes, guys. So we've been so caught up down here. Maybe if I hold it up against my white paper. We've been so caught up down here in this funk, right? This crap, this negative energy, this, and you can call it, some of you guys out there, depending on where you are spiritually, who's manipulated this area of our lives. Who's kept us in this so-called matrix, right? This box. Who's kept us in this box, right? Because I feel like people are out here, right? I feel like we're in this fishbowl. We'll make it round, right? I feel like we're in a fishbowl, right? Earth. And all these people, all these spiritual beings are on the outside looking in at us and going, wow, they could have done that differently, or wow, they could have chose that differently, or whatever. Or man, they're making great progress, and there's a lot of different things that we've all experienced. And I feel like some of us do, right? Some of us say that, Miguel says it was his uncle that was religious. Great message. Thank you from Miguel. Hugs. You're welcome, Miguel. I'm glad that was your uncle. Yeah, he was kind of a funny guy. He was cool. But he was very religious. Yeah, I feel like he was definitely into spirit and God for sure. Awesome. So is there anybody else out there that I've missed that would enjoy a message this evening before we wrap up our evening? We still have 5 minutes left, so we still have enough for a couple more messages if you guys are out there. But one thing I didn't mention this evening is about all the beautiful energy that each one of you are in this beautiful creation, right? This beautiful creation of energy and this human vessel that you decided to choose off the rack, right? We're going to be this body. We're going to be that. Hello, Linnell. We're going to be, we're going to have this color hair. We're going to have that kind of body. We're going to have that kind of job. We're going to be married into that kind of family. We had a lot of choices before we came down here. And with those, we knew that we were going to accomplish a lot, because a lot of us, especially in the spiritual people, like if we had a list and it had all this like checklist, we would have checked off every box. We're going to do it all in this lifetime. And I feel like we are. We're fixing a lot of things in this timeline that had not been fixed in prior timelines. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see how all of that plays out in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of truth that still has to come forward. We've been manipulated in that box of 3Dism for a very, very long time. More lifetimes than I would like to count. But that is all changing this year, right here, right now, with all of you. Woo, woo, woo. Valley says, I feel plugged back in. Thanks for your show. You're welcome. Tap in on Friday nights more often, my friend. You guys forget I'm here on Friday nights, 8 p.m. And May is going to go super fast. We thought the first 5 months or the first 4 months of this year went by fast. I feel like the next 5 are going to go even faster. Like we are like, it's like all that time we've been going to the top, and now we're just like swooping down and we're just flying right through it. And some of it's going to be like, it's like we were on that roller coaster and we just whizzed right by it. Okay. So again, I want to reiterate back from the beginning about being the observer right now. Again, you are sitting back at the movie theater watching everything unfold in front of you, okay? And you are not fully attached to everything that's in that movie screen. Okay, be the observer. Remember to protect yourself. Put on your God of armor. Protect yourself with your bubble. Don't take in too much energy of somebody else, because then it just wears us out. It doesn't belong to us. It needs to go back to them. We need to feel completely connected to ourselves and to source. Okay, ground with Mother Earth. Go out there and plant. Put your hands in the dirt. Whatever it is you need to do. Get your bare feet in the ground. Go lay on the ground. Some of us need to ground, especially with the energies that are popping right now. I know I've had to spend more time outside barefoot, just standing there. And then I will just stand there until I'm like, all right, I've grounded enough. I can move forward again. So, yay! That's awesome. Robin says, wow, spot on. I'm working on shielding my energy. I was almost in a bad situation today. Thank you so much, Melissa Sparks. You're welcome, my darling. Kim says, I just forget it's Friday most of the time. Crazy fast year. Oh my God. Yes, super fast. Marcia says, yes, the bubble. Bubble up, my friends. I almost said something else, but bubble up, my friends. A very, very powerful message for me. You're very welcome, Robin. Much appreciated. And Valley says, I have been riding a lot of energy waves lately. Beautiful. Yay. Yay. Yes, I want to thank all of you. You guys are much, much appreciated in my life right now, listening now, even in the archives. You guys have no idea how important you guys all are to the whole scheme of this whole earth thing that we have going on. You guys are super duper important. You guys have no idea. Sometimes we don't know until it's absolutely that time. And that's when all the dots really start to connect for us and things start to make a totally more sense to us, or a lot more sense to us. I don't know how I want to word that. But you guys are amazing beings of light. God created you in his divine image. You guys have been beautiful beings all this time, even through all the trials and tribulations that you've experienced. You've come out on top. You've made their connection to God, and you are ready to completely move forward with grace and love in your heart as we create this new earth together. Because we all have like this new paintbrush now, and we're going to paint it however we so desire. And we're working as a collective as we do that. So you guys have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next Friday. Love you guys.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.